The construction industry is a sector that involves building, repair and maintenance of structure such as houses, roads and buildings. This industry plays an important role in supporting economic growth and infrastructure development, but it also exposes workers to various health risks. Construction activities such as cutting, drilling, and grinding produce dust that contains respirable crystalline silica. Long-term exposure to this dust can cause serious disease such as silicosis, lung cancer, cardiovascular disease, and autoimmune disorder. These risks highlight the importance of effective dust control and disease prevention to protect construction workers.
Silicosis is strongly linked to the construction industry. It is caused by long-term inhalation of respirable crystalline silica dust generated during activities such as cutting, drilling, and grinding concrete, stone, and brick. The disease leads to the scarring of the lungs, reduced lung function, breathing difficulties, and can continue to worsen even after the exposure has stopped. Next, construction workers exposed to silica dust over long periods have higher risk of developing lung cancer. This risk increases with prolonged and high-level exposure, especially in workplace with inadequate dust control measures. Next, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, including chronic bronchitis and emphysema, is another health condition associated with silica exposure in construction. Continuous inhalation of silica dust damages lung tissue and airways, leading to long-term breathing problems and reduced respiratory capacity. Next, cardiovascular disease. Inhaled silica particles can cause inflammation in the body, which may increase the risk of heart-related conditions among construction workers over time. Lastly, autoimmune disease. Long-term exposure may trigger abnormal immune responses leading to disease such as rheumatoid arthritis and other immune-related conditions.
Exposure to the respirable crystalline silica RCS dust can cause long-term health effects such as silicosis, cardiovascular disease, and autoimmune conditions. Based on a reviewed studies, there is a high level of exposure of RCS dust in the construction industry, showing that there is an increasing disease risk among workers. From the data collected, there are only a few publications of silica exposure research in 2004 until 2010. In 2011 to 2014, there is a gradual increase of publications of research indicating people are becoming more aware of the risk when exposed to the RCS dust. There is a sharp rise in 2015, reflecting stronger regulations and health concerns regarding the exposure to RCS dust. From 2016 until 2023, the publications are gradually increasing, with the year 2023 recorded highest publications. This shows that there is an intensified global research effort. The increase aligns with stricter regulations, improved monitoring technologies, and greater awareness of silica-related disease.
For high-risk groups in the construction industry, several factors have been identified based on age, work settings, gender, employment status, and job role. Age-wise, workers between 30 to 50 years are more vulnerable because they are actively involved in construction work and experience long-term exposure to silica dust throughout their working life. Over time, this cumulative exposure increases the risk of developing silica-related occupational disease. In terms of work settings, higher risks are commonly seen in small-scale and informal construction sites, where dust control measures and safety enforcement are often weak. This results in more frequent and uncontrolled exposure to silica dust during daily work activities. For gender, male workers are more affected as the construction industry is largely male-dominated, especially in physical demanding and high-exposure tasks. Regarding employment status, migrant, temporary, and casual workers face greater risk due to limited safety training and inconsistent use of personal protective equipment. And finally, for job roles, workers involved in manual tasks such as cutting, grinding, drilling, and demolition are at the highest risk because these activities directly generate silica dust from concrete and stone.
Based on the article, the main factor contributing to disease risk among construction workers is high exposure to respirable crystalline silica or RCS. This exposure commonly occurs during activities such as cutting, drilling, grinding, and demolition. The risk increases when dust control measures measures like wet methods or ventilation are inadequate. Poor use of personal protective equipment, especially due to discomfort or lack of training, also contributes to higher exposure. Workers involved in high-risk tasks such as concrete cutting and stonework face greater danger, especially with long-term exposure. Overall, limited awareness and insufficient safety training increase the risk of silica-related diseases.
Silica-related disease such as silicosis occurs when workers inhale respirable crystalline silica dust. This dust is commonly produced during activities like cutting, grinding, drilling, and demolition in construction work. Long-term exposure can lead to serious health problems, including silicosis and lung cancer, making dust control essential in the workplace. To control silica exposure, engineering controls are the most effective, such as local exhaust ventilation and wet methods to reduce dust at the source. Next, administrative control includes safe work procedures, exposure monitoring, and worker training. Personal protective equipment such as respirators is used as the last line of defense. Overall, combining these control measures provide the best protection against silica-related disease.